Today is the day that we are officially starting the bump to bar project that, I mean, dude, I've been procrastinating this for 3 months, if not longer. I don't know why, I just haven't been, well, okay, I do know why. I think I'm just, like, scared to fail, honestly. I've learned that I don't like working with wood. There's a joke to be made there, I know. Metalwork, like making the 30-foot rail. We come on over here to like the rainbow rail, or should I say the reverse rainbow rail, the smiley rail, whatever we're talking about, the kinked rail over here. Like these, I love. This was so much fun. And then you check my track record with woodworking and wood projects, and it's just not the same results. Our first attempt was the wall ride quarter pipe over here, which, I mean, I don't know if you guys remember the video I did on it, but like it came out decent, and I put that in quotes because like it was skatable barely. Then Corey and the Keen Ramps guys came over to fix it. So this is like the revised version that's much more skatable, much more actually fun and enjoyable. I'm 0 for 1 there because they took what I had done and completely disassembled it, started over, changed everything about it, and reassembled it, so failure. And don't worry, it doesn't get better, it actually gets worse. Our second job, or second attempt, was this, the sort of shed, or what, like housing when I had the cold plunge set up, the water chiller was in there. And again, I mean, I made this as a temporary fix, and it worked. It protected the chiller from the sun and from the rain and whatnot, but it's terribly built. Pretty sure if you look at it straight, the whole thing is actually just slightly slanted. Yeah, you can look at the roof. It's not right. If you look closely, I mean, I'm tempted to not even want to show you how I constructed this thing. And I mean, it's just, I don't know what it is. I was talking to Corey from Keen Ramps about it actually, and he loves working with wood for the reasons that I hate it. Metalwork, you either do something right and it fits into place and you weld it up, or it's wrong and you start over. Sure, you can like fudge things a little bit to make stuff work, but for the most part, it's much more precise, which is what I love about it. You either do it or you don't do it. Woodworking, what I've learned about it is like, there's too much room for manipulation. You can cut something wrong, and because wood, you know, depending on the wood, it's flexible, it can bend, it can move, it can warp, it can change. Like, you can make things line up with like a little bit of sanding, or like, I don't know, man. It's just like, for some reason, my brain is much more drawn to metalwork and fabrication than it is woodwork. And I think, I mean, like, honestly, I think that's why I've been procrastinating, because I'm scared to mess this up. I do think that it's fair for me to preface this video with my usual disclaimer. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna do things wrong, overcomplicate things, and make stupid mistakes. It's all part of the learning process. I've accepted that. But I do think with this project in particular, I wanna break it into sections. Like today, I wanna get the framing done. The reason for that, or one of the reasons, is so that after each, segment, which I turn into a video, I can go through and read the comments on that video to see how to better do the next step, like properly, if that makes sense. But first, we are racing the garage doors. The past 2 attempts, the unthinkable actually happened. I was too fast, I was too quick, and I got over to this one prematurely, which means this one opened first. Dun dun dun, the tables turn, huh? I'm gonna try to slow it down like a half second, and the goal is to get them both to finish at the same time. It's the same goal that I have in my relationship, is just, here we go. Half second slower to get over to that one, all right? That was it. That was it. That was it. We did it, baby. That was the one. I think that was the one. What's my heart rate right now? 134 BPM. I am exhilarated. Oh, that was the highlight of my whole life. I know there was a bit of confusion. Wow. That was exhilarating. I saw some people commenting saying like one of the motors was faster, so I had to push the other one first, or like to make a rig where I can push both buttons at the same time. But no, the whole challenge here, the appeal, is that the garage doors are different sizes. This one I want to say is 18 feet, and this one I believe is 15 feet. It's the exact same motor. They open at the same speed and everything. They're just different heights. Therefore, they have to be opened at different times if you want them to climax at the same time. But I'll be damned. I think we did it. Why did I come in here again? So, the plans for the bump to bar. Why did I write it like that? I've explained it in pretty much every video where I talk about how I've been procrastinating it. It's repurposing all of this old wood that used to be the pyramid coming out of the mini ramp back when it was in LA, and using it. I think it would be called a bump to bar, because I wanted to get better at woodworking, but then also put the metalwork skills that I've acquired and grown to love to the work, to the test, to long morning. So here's a side angle essentially. We have the bump, okay, let's try to draw a straight line here. Like that, boom, boom, and boom. I guess the rail is gonna make more sense from the top angle, but that's the side angle. So we have the pyramid part, the actual kicker. We have a platform that we're gonna have to build, and then that top red thing is the actual rail. And then here we'll do a top angle. I think this will help make it make sense a little better. And that is going to be our rail, right? Does that make sense? That is the top. So this is that, this is that, and this is that. Dude, what? My drawings always make so much sense in my head, then once I draw them, it looks like mad scientist gibberish. The goal for today is to start the frame. We're just starting the skeleton of this thing, because if I don't start it, I'm never gonna start it. I need to just start. Part of my problem that's helping me procrastinate this, I don't even know where this obstacle is going. But like I said, if I don't just start this project right now, I'm never gonna start it. So let's just start deconstructing this. Ow. One of the biggest variables we have to figure out here is the actual height of this triangle kicker or whatever. That height of this is gonna dictate the height of the actual flat part that the rail sits on, right? And I mean, if it's too big, we don't wanna make like a buck ass spot. We wanna make something that's fun and enjoyable. Like I like the term fun size when it comes to skate obstacles around the yard. The goal is not to make something crazy and scary and intimidating. It's to make something fun that we can practice on. I mean, I'm almost thinking like half of that. And the only real way to tell is just to guess. I want to say we're sitting at 2 feet right now. Yeah, just about 2 feet there. Because my original thought was just to literally just repurpose that and make the flat, but Corey had a good point where it's like that. I mean, you have a rail up here. That's gonna be a 3 foot draw. Like you can get bodied on that. I guess you can get bodied on anything, but you know what I mean. If we did 1 foot, which is right at that chip, is that just way too small? That seems too small to me. Let's say we do like this rail is 1 foot tall. And I think that's a really good size for a rail. So if that base is a foot and the rail's a foot, that would put the rail at the top of that. Maybe that's the height actually. Maybe we make it that small. Out of curiosity, how tall? Oh, never mind. This Euro's big. I just want to get an idea of the height of this. That's okay, so that's 21 inches. I mean, that's a kicker, all right. Like that is that sends ya. 12 inches is like one stair though, almost. Like that just feels really, maybe we do 1.5 feet. 18 inches, 18, so 30 inches would now be the top of the rail. I feel like that might be better, dude. 18 inches. Yeah, I think I'm committing to 18. Now, I mean, it's time to just get the 2x4s out of there and mark and cut those side pieces to size. Good old, ooh, spider webs. Good old Ryobi, baby. I need a Ryobi sponsor. Someone hit me up. Let's play a guessing game, though. Are they going to be the star screws, or are they going to be regular? My guess is regular. And we are correct. Oh, God. I meant to do that. That was on purpose. Spiders. Shameless plug really quick. Let me get that photo. I guess we'll get a couple, actually. Of course, I gotta get the board. I'm sure you guys know by now, but I have my YouTube channel members, where I have multiple different tiers, and you can see the tiers here. The insider access and higher, that'd be my tier 2, and that gets access to behind the scenes posts and stuff like that. I always call it behind the scenes posts, but I like to think it's a little bit more than that. Let me get this posted up really quick. I'm finally starting the Bump to Bar project. I've been procrastinating for months now, blah, 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 blah. I think there it is. That's gonna be my post. Once you join as a member, depending on the tier, you'll have access to this membership tab on my channel, and I'm pretty active on the behind the scenes stuff. I've been posting a lot. My biggest thing with channel membership is I don't want to oversell it for something that it's not. Well, I do my best to make the perks, well, what I like to call worthwhile, make it worth it for you guys. At the end of the day, it is mainly just a way to support me as a content creator and help, fund projects like this. So I have a link in the description of this YouTube video, as well as all of my YouTube videos that you can click. If you're on mobile, you have to open it in Safari or Chrome. It doesn't work in the app for some reason. It's super annoying. If you're on Android, I think it does, but iPhone it doesn't. You have to open it on a web browser. But yeah, you can check out the membership tiers, what they offer, and if you want to join, that's greatly appreciated. If not, totally understand. As far as I know, damn, that's gotten chewed up over the years. This is 4-year-old wood now? 5-year-old wood? Because this is all from version 1 of the skate park in LA. Pretty sure the right way to do it is just measure 18 inches. Might need a pen for that though. Damn it. I'm using a black pen to mark on black wood. Love that. Great job. Should I be smart? Should I use my brain here? Voila, look at that. All right, so 18 inches right there. And then that's just gonna go to this tip. Ooh. Gotta get that out of there, right? I mean, I could probably... All the wood is warped, so all these straight edges that I'm using aren't exactly straight edges, but again, it's wood. I have a little bit of leeway, right? And we mark, and we mark, and we mark, and we mark, and we mark. There we go. That's gonna be our new kicker. Look, I'm doing things. I started this project. I'm happy. I will defend Ryobi till the day I die, but I will admit that this saw has seen better days. It works. Barely. It works, though. It might help if I had a battery. Honestly, all it is it desperately needs a new blade. More importantly, though, I lost this little screw thing. It looks like one of those where you can lock the angle of things. So you can see here, I can just freely move that as I'm cutting, so you have to constantly add downward pressure. But again, it's fine. Maybe if we ever get 150 channel memberships, I can upgrade my saw. Nah, I'm taking that saw to my grave, bro. That exact one with that exact blade. I cut wood with a saw. Look at me. Yeah. Okay. Let's I just want to look at kind of the height of this just to get an idea. Yeah. I do think that we could get away doing a foot, making it a really, really, really small bump to bar. But I think this will be fun. It will be big, but not any bigger than the A-frame, which yeah, I guess I'll admit is kind of scary, but whatever. I think this is the right size. Instead of measuring twice, we're just gonna stencil it out. Cause again, it's wood, right? So we have a little bit of leeway. That's what Corey says he loves about working with wood, but I just don't see it. Lost the pen. God, I hate losing things. It's so frustrating. That's why I bought a 16-pack. No, where's the rest of the 16 of them? I lost all 16 of them? Oh no, all I have is a Sharpie. All right, let's cut. See, so my brain wants to go like that. The other pen's gotta be somewhere around here. Perfect. Well, I guess let's see if it's perfect. In theory, these should line up, or at least be close enough. Oh, baby, look at that. Oh, I'm a goddamn woodworker. Well, I found the pen. I went to go take off the head mount so I could put my hat on, and that's where I left the pen. Here we are. There's our 2 walls. In reality, in this entire video, I have done nothing but make 2 cuts to a pre-existing cut piece of wood, which is kind of embarrassing, but let me work through this myself. I think the next step here is just to put it back together, right? So we can at least see the kicker that we made, and then make... I think the part that's stressing me out is the actual flat section, which is just a box, which I should know how to make. But first, I think let's put all this back together. Oh, see? See? Oh, I don't like that. There's a big old black widow. Oh, and I was just holding that. I just was hugging that thing. Oh, dude, I feel like there's so many spiders on me right now. God, I live in the wrong climate to be afraid of spiders. I feel like I should build it. Spider, 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 spider. In here, so it's somewhat of a flat ground at least. So let me walk you through the mental process that happened here. I think it's just because I'm so new to woodworking that I just function very slowly. Like when I was watching Corey and Dale and the Keen Ramps guys work when they came over, they were able to knock out like this amount of work in 5 minutes. And for some reason, it takes me hours to accomplish anything. But that's fine. I mean, it's all part of the learning process. But I was reassembling this kicker, which took an embarrassingly long amount of time. And as I'm building it, I'm kind of thinking to myself, like, dude, maybe it's too big. Like, maybe I should have done a foot. But as you'll see at the end of the clip, I think I really did convince myself that it was the right size, and shortly realized after that it wasn't the right size. So here's that. There we go. So there's the smaller kicker that we have. I don't know how we have 2 extra 2x4s. I'm not gonna lie, that math isn't making sense, but we have everything in place, and I'm content. At least I think. We'll find out once it's actually done. But I think I'm content with the size. Pull it out just a little bit so I can better see. Yeah, no, that should be cool, because we can still skate it as a kicker. And one of my channel members actually had a good point, making the rail removable, so you can skate it as a bump to bar or just a bump. You know, that could be cool. I mean, yeah, it looks like the exact same things it did, but it's what, 7 inches smaller, 6 or 7 inches shorter. Add a foot for the rail. That'll be like above knee but below hip. That's gonna be good size, I think. I was wrong. I've been trying to convince myself that I wasn't wrong, but I'm wrong. I should have done this from the beginning, but I should have measured the A-frame, because I'm not gonna lie, the A-frame feels big. I thought the A-frame was 2 feet, but look at this. It's 14 inches, 13 and a half inches to the actual, you know, base of it, and then plywood adds another inch. I mean, that's only 2 inches more than a foot, and I'm at 18 inches. I'm all the way up there, and this thing feels big. The difference is the height of the rail. You can see the height of the rail here is 18 inches, which is where that's what makes it look big, but the kicker itself isn't. As much as it sucks, I think I want to go back and make it a foot. Literally undoing every single thing I just did. Well, it's one way to get better at working with wood, is working with more wood. I've been talking about this a lot in my videos lately, but I think it's because it's a realization that's actually pretty new to me. And it's that I like the process of building things sometimes more than the actual finished product itself. Like, I like the aspect of learning new things and trying to figure out how to engineer something or make something work. And I used to get bummed when I'd have to fully restart a project, but I'm sort of realizing that, I mean, obviously it sucks sometimes, but like a time like this, I get more practice with how to work with wood, a lot of sexual innuendos to be made there, but it's just sort of fun, give or take. Like, I do still think I would have enjoyed to not have to start over, but I'm starting to feel a lot more confident, and it's boosting my confidence in terms of making more wood obstacles or wood roll-ins or other ramps, or I don't know. I need the practice, so as lame as I felt, having to start over the second time around was a lot quicker, and we were able to get it done, and I was much, much happier with the end result this time around. I do not think that I had the right posture when I was drilling all those in. My back hurts, but this is better. I'm glad I did that. Here it is, and now it's a noticeable difference. Before we cut the 6 inches off, and like, look, with the bare eyeball, it kind of looked the same. This one, I mean, that is noticeably smaller. We're gonna have the flat section here, the rail coming up to there. It's gonna be a little above knee height. Or I can make the rail as however tall I need to. I'm really glad that I changed that. It's hard working with these old warped 2x4s. Like I had to try 4 different 2x4s for that first piece there, just because so many of them were so warped and lumpy that it wasn't sitting right. But everything is looking good. You can see the warping in that one there. But I mean, stuff like that doesn't matter. I mean, kind of pathetic that that's all we were able to get done in part 1 is literally just making what was already made. But no, I mean, bro, I'm not even gonna say that. I can't talk myself down. We did it. Next step. See, this is like, I'm glad I took the first leap. The first step is actually starting this thing. But what's next? I have all of our spare wood or scrap wood, whatever we want to call it, on the industrial shelving over here. This is skate light. Looks like we have some 3/4 plywood there. If needed, I mean, I can go to the hardware store and pick up new plywood or 2x4s, but the goal is to get all this done using recycled materials. I just think that'd be cool. That might be, I can't tell if that's siding or plywood. Looks like that top piece is plywood. In my head, and this is where I genuinely want your guys' help. In my head, yeah, wait, no, maybe this isn't hard. I just gotta cut out the, you know, just how we had the triangles for the side of that. I need to cut out some rectangles for the side of the flat, which are gonna be 12 inches in height, and then I have to decide on the distance there. I would cut out the rectangle for that side, I would cut out a symmetrical rectangle for this side here, and then I would do exactly what I did here with the framing. 2x4, 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 and then 2x4 on the bottom, 2x4 on the bottom. Yeah, okay, no, see? This, I'm glad I took the first step, and it's a fucking way easier project than I was making it out to be in my head. Once the skeleton's done, it's just sheeting it with plywood and skate light. Once that's done, it's building the rail, and that I can do. Oh man, okay. There you have it. We started stage 1. That's what we're gonna call it. Stage 1 is complete. Stage 2 is going to be building the flat top for it. Stage 3 will be sheeting it, then rail. I've been wanting to overcome, it's been a mental hurdle, that's all it is, of just getting this started. But like now that we did that, like everything's in motion, so we'll get this done. I'm gonna take a break and get some food though. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully watching me deconstruct and reconstruct this twice was somewhat entertaining to you. There's a couple of you in the comments that every single video, would comment, just like, dude, start the bump to bar, sick video, but like start the bump to bar. And I want to actually thank you for being on my ass about it, because we got it started. Channel members, love you guys. Even just everyone watching this video, really do appreciate it. Catch you next video. Yeah, that's all I got. Peace out.